Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Read to Me, Miss Tracy. I'm your Storytime hostess, Miss Tracy, where we bring books to life. I have another wonderful story for you. It's a little sad, but it has I won't give it away. Well, let's just read the story together, okay? And if you like it, tell me about it. If you don't, tell me about it too. It's okay, because we all like different things. It's okay. Miss Tracy can take it. I'm strong. Okay, this book is called Mama's Nightingale, a story of immigration and separation, and the author, the person who wrote this story, is Edwidge Danticat, and I apologize if I said it wrong. And the illustrations, the person who drew the pictures, is Leslie Staub. This is a really sweet book. I love the colors in this book, and I love the artwork as well. Now, I don't speak Haitian, so I speak English, but I will try my very best. And if when you're reading a story like this with different language, just try your best. It's okay. You'll find out eventually how to say it right. When Mama first goes away, what I miss most is the sound of her voice. At night, while Papa's asleep, I sneak out of bed to listen to Mama's greeting on an answer machine. T'as quitte bonti nouvelle pour nous. Please leave us good news. One night, I accidentally erased the greeting, and I can no longer hear Mama say those cheerful words that always make me feel so warm inside. We have no good news. For the last 3 months, Mama's been at Sunshine Correctional, a prison for women without papers. When I ask Papa, what kind of papers does Mama need? He says, papers that say she belongs in this country. Can Mama have my papers? I ask. She can't. When I ask Papa, when is Mama coming home? He says, you know, Saya, Mama loves you, ampil, very, very much. She'd never stay away too long if she could help it. Every night after he makes dinner for us and helps me with my homework, Papa sits at the kitchen table and writes letters to the judges who send people without papers to jail. He also writes to our mayor and congresswoman and all the newspapers and television reporters he's ever heard of. No one ever writes him back. Aww. Papa and I visit Mama every week. When she sees me, Mama runs to me, picks me up, and hugs me really, really tight. I miss you, Wasio, Mama says, while pretending to bite my cheeks. Wasio is my Mama's nickname for me. In Mama's Haitian stories, Wasio is a beautiful nightingale who loves the taste of sweet cottony fruit called soursop. Just like I do, the Wasoyo also keeps mean old witches from eating little children by distracting them with her beautiful song. Mama leans over and hums the Wasoyo song in my ear. The melody is as soft as Mama's touch and as sweet as a real soursop. When Mama stops humming, she asks me about school and whether Papa and I are taking good care of each other. I sit on her lap and breathe in the smell of coconut pomade in her hair as she and Papa talk. Gotta go, folks, one of the guards say when it's time to take Mama away. I kick and scream and beg to stay with her. Tears run down Mama's face as she is led away. 2 guards on either side of her give me a very stern looks. One of them tells Papa not to bring me again until I can behave myself. How dare he? In the car on the way home, I miss Mama so much. My belly aches. I fall asleep and dream of the visit. Except in my dream, Mama comes home with Papa and me. A few days later, a package arrives in the mail from Mama. In the envelope is a letter for Papa and for me a cassette with a card that says, Yom Ishtwa Dodo Pu Saya, a bedtime story for Saya. Wow, how exciting! That night, Papa tucks me in, then puts his old tape recorder in my bed. It's exactly like the one he brought to Mama when she was first taken to jail. He pushes the play button and tiptoes out of my room. Maybe her Mama's going to read her a bedtime story. Suddenly, the room is filled with Mama's wind chime voice singing about the soursop and the nightingale. At the end of the song, Mama tells me a new bedtime story, one she made up herself. Very smart, Mama. It's about a mommy nightingale who goes on a very long journey and is looking for a rainbow trail in the sky so she can return home to her baby nightingale. I close my eyes and imagine Mama lying next to me as she leans in to whisper the nightingale's story in my ear. I imagine Mama tucking me in, kissing me goodnight, mwah, then going to sleep in the next room with Papa. The next time we visit Mama, I do my best not to cry. I sit on her lap and kiss her whole face. I don't ask when she's coming home because she doesn't know either. After that visit, a new tape with a new story arrives at the house every week. Sometimes the stories are sad as melted ice cream. Other times, they are as happy as a whole day at the beach. That is a good time. One day, I sit next to Papa while he is writing one of his many long letters. We listen to Mama's voice together. When the room is quiet again, I ask Papa, "When is Mama coming home?" He looks like he's going to get angry, but then he bites his lower lip. You know, Saya, Mama loves you ample, very, very much. He begins telling me, then stops. He suddenly looks sadder than sad, as though Mama might not ever come home. Papa, can I write letters too? I ask. Of course, he says. You can write your own story. I take Papa's advice, sit down, and write my own story. The next day, another reporter comes to our apartment to interview Papa and me for the television show, the television news. With a big lump in my throat, I tell her how much I miss Mama and how I wish she could be with us again. Papa tells the television reporter how Mama was arrested by the immigration police while working in a restaurant and how she might be sent back to Haiti at any time. Mama came to America before she met Papa and before I was born, and she doesn't have the right papers. Not yet anyway. In a week's time, because of all the phone calls and the letters to the prison from people who read about us in the newspaper and saw us on TV, Mama is brought before a judge. The judge says Mama can come home with Papa and me while she is waiting for her papers. Good news! Sitting in the courtroom with Papa, I'm so happy and proud. I feel like running up to the bench and giving the judge a big hug. That is exciting, Saya. Finally, Mama is home with us again. This says, "Welcome home, Mama." At bedtime, Mama asks me which of her stories I would most like to hear. I pick my favorite one, the one about the mommy nightingale who skips over rainbows trying to get home. How does the story end? I ask Mama, even though I already know the answers. A smart and brave little nightingale helps her mommy find the right rainbow trail, Mama says, and the mommy follows it home. I like the way Mama's and my story ends too. I like that it is our words that brought us together again. The end. I'll read this author's note if you like. It says, "I grew up in a family that was separated in part by immigration. For most of my childhood, my parents were living in the United States while my brother Bob and I were living with my aunt and uncle in Haiti. I knew that my parents wanted to send for us, but we were always told that they couldn't because they didn't have the right papers. This idea of having the right papers has always fascinated me. As children in Haiti, my brother and I sometimes played writing games, making up passports, visas, and other documents that might one day reunite us with our parents. Living in Miami now, with 2 young daughters of my own, I meet a lot of children who are separated from either one or both of their parents because their parents are undocumented, or as Saya says, are without papers. According to the United States Department of Homeland Security's Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, the people Saya refers to as the immigration police, over 70,000 parents of American-born children have been jailed and deported in recent years. This book is dedicated to those children who, like Saya, are dreaming of the day when their mother or father or both parents will come home. I'm dreaming for that for you as well. Take care, God bless, and keep reading. And please like, share, and tell me what you think about this story. I loved it. I think it's a wonderful story telling about different life experiences. I'm your hostess, Miss Tracy, and you've been watching the Read to Me, Miss Tracy channel. See you later, alligator in a wild crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. See you.